Morning, Ewen. Thank you for joining me today. Could you tell me a little bit about your professional background?
Surely. Yes, I'm an expert witness in delay and disruption analysis or forensic programming. That was originally from a background in civil engineering. I've got about 25 years experience, of which the last 17 have been in dispute resolution.
So before that, when you were practicing as a civil engineer, what sorts of projects did you get involved in?
I started life in the design office, designing bridges and structures, and then spent time out on sites supervising and also working for contractors building large buildings.
And when did you first really sort of start to come in contact with the NEC form of contract?
The NEC form of contract I first dealt with in 2001. It was the second edition, option B. That was the first dispute that I dealt with, so it's about 16 years.
And have you dealt with it quite a lot since then?
Yes, a considerable amount, and probably an increasing amount in more recent times.
And have you seen any sort of variations or themes in the sorts of issues that come out from the contracts that you're looking at?
Yes, probably the most significant is the accepted programme, or not, as it in many cases I've found it's not accepted. So
the accepted programme is quite a key document to the NEC form of contract. Could you just say a little bit more about why it's so important to the process that is embodied in the NEC?
Yes, well, the accepted programme sets the timing, manner and sequence of how the works are going to be carried out, and if there are any delays to that or to the project, measurement of that delay is against the accepted programme. So you need the accepted programme in place to measure the delay.
So the accepted programme works both as a project management tool looking forwards, but also to justify entitlement for any problems that might occur on the project.
Yes, that's correct. So under Core Clause 3, you submit the programme, and that's the contractor's intention to when he thinks he's going to complete the works, whereas under Core Clause 6, compensation events, you would submit your programme with any alterations to the accepted programme to show entitlement.
And how does that differ from other forms of contract that might be used in the UK and internationally?
Well, probably the most significant difference is that time and money are assessed together under a compensation event under NEC, whereas other standard forms such as the JCT treat time and money separately.
And in terms of utilising the accepted programme, I'm assuming that most contractors would keep some sort of programme up to date anyway, but is the NEC different in that respect?
The NEC is different. Firstly, I'd agree with you that it's good practice for a contractor to keep up-to-date records, but other standard forms don't demand that the programme is regularly updated, even though it's good practice.
And do you think that sort of sharing and updating of the programme and the information that goes into it, and then the use of that information as both a project management and an analysis tool really works properly under the NEC?
If correctly operated, yes, it does, because it allows the parties to share information, make better strategic decisions based upon up-to-date quality records.
And is there a tension there between what you want to put into the accepted programme to be as accurate as possible looking forwards, but also with one eye on, well, what are my chances of recovering any extended time or additional cost later?
Yes, I'd say that there's always that commercial tension within a contract. With the submission of any document, you're going to be aware that it could be used as maybe in the case of the accepted programme, a comparative yardstick by which measurement of entitlement is made.
One last question. What would be the one piece of advice you would give to those operating an NEC project that would make your life as a delay and programme expert easier?
Well, I think it would come back to the accepted programme again, that the parties shouldn't be afraid to accept the programme and realise that an accepted programme is there for the benefit of the project, which benefits the employer and the contractor. And it's not there to be disagreed, because that will leave uncertainty around the project.
Thank you very much, Ewen.
Thank you, Rob.